Hello everybody and welcome back to a special episode of In the Driver's Seat with dubizzle. On this episode, my special guest knows a thing or two, or maybe even more, about exporting cars around the world. Of course, it's none other than the King of Supercars. Joel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for inviting. Nice to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I know we've been talking a lot about Finland, and we'll get to that later on because that fun fact that you told me is still mind-boggling. But there are actually two things that I want to talk about here, not only about export cars, but I have to say, your relationship is incredible.
That's
Not
true.
with cars, obviously, but with your other half, the Queen of Supercars. Tell us more about it.
Yeah. So as a name of the King of Supercars, my wife is Queen of Supercars. My daughter is Princess of Supercars. So we are absolutely like crazy petrol heads, the whole family. And with my wife. Kasha or Queen, how you wanna just like say. So we are like in everywhere where it's like just motorsport. So we are also racing. We are like buying cool cars all the time and selling those also through dubizzle all the time. So that's amazing thing and like it's absolutely passion for both of us.
Oh, I love hearing that you're using dubizzle to sell cars. I know we've been talking a lot recently about it as well. But of course, one thing that you're very lucky with, because you have an entire family that's ingrained in cars and motorsport, you don't have to go through the fact that car's not good enough for the children, get rid of it, is it?
That's true. That's true.
But you came in a Lamborghini. Now, where does Princess of Supercars sit in that?
Actually, the princess is still very small, only 17 months old. So she has already Lamborghini, but like just a toy. So, but let's see. I don't think that it's gonna take like many years that she's already saying, "Daddy, I want that." So I have to prepare for that.
Of course, I mean, you've got a large collection of cars. You have a large selection available at your disposal as well. So it'd be very easy to get her entwined with it as well. Now, as I said at the beginning, the export market. Now, exporting cars from the UAE is a very interesting business. It happens more than you think you would. And especially on dubizzle, because we have a dedicated section just to export cars, you can see thousands upon thousands of cars that are available to export anywhere in the world. And of course, the King of Supercars, being from Finland, now, Finland is a very interesting country to export cars to, but you were telling me before, people actually do export there.
Yeah, that's true. So of course, like let's say in Finland, so like all over the Europe, the taxes are quite high. But like in Finland, we have very high taxes because we have to pay the customs, we have to pay the VAT, and then there is like extra car tax. There is few other countries where it's like this, like extra taxes. What I heard, but like anyway, when you are like counting all together, so it's anyway cheaper to buy cars, good deals from here.
And say even ship them to parts of Europe. I know Europe's very expensive to buy cars.
Yes, that's true. But in the end, like it depends again, like about the brand and model and the trim. So sometimes there is a good deals like in different countries, but we can see there is amazing possibilities in this country for export.
Even things like taxes that still doesn't come the same price as you would pay. Say you buy a car here from a seller on dubizzle, you export it to say Europe or somewhere in Africa. Is the price still low enough to warrant actually exporting a car out of the UAE?
Yeah, so the prices are absolutely much lower. Okay, if I'm comparing still Finland, even it's like a small market in like in Europe side, but like sometimes we can even find cars which are like four times cheaper than in Finland, which is like ridiculous. The same money you have in your garage, like here, 4 similar cars, and you have only one in Finland. And but of course, again, you have to pay all the taxes and everything. But you can save money. Of course, for the shipping, it's always take a little bit time. So if you have time, you can wait. So you can save good money. But if you need money, car immediately, of course, then you just have to buy it from Europe. So
makes sense. I mean, yeah, it's ideal to be able to walk in the showroom and buy the car, but then if you're saving a decent amount of money, it's a good idea to kind of export a car out from places like here, the UAE. As we said, there's thousands of export cars readily available on dubizzle cars and in the market as a whole as well. Now, with your expertise in the export market, what are the popular models that people look out for?
So of course, like how I'm working, like my like a business card is my like social media. So people are approaching me all the time that like, hey, wow, you have amazing cars in UAE. So we are now, I'm from US or Africa or Japan, China, wherever, and like I want to buy like cars from there. And like so I'm helping with the process and sending the cars over, and it's just like mainly for me, those clients, they are asking like luxury cars or some like a collector cars. So because again, like those things, like it's a passion for those cars, so you are ready to wait and save money. And like everyone knows like that here in UAE you can find like all those like special cars. They all are here.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, we were talking about this before, going outside, and in most parts of the world, you wouldn't see a Ferrari, Lamborghini, or Rolls Royce on your daily commute. Here, you see them all the time, right?
Yes.
Literally a dime a dozen.
Yes, exactly.
Now, let's talk about Finland, because I know this is not really car related, but this is always something that's very intriguing. Unless you want to talk about the Scandinavian flick and how Finnish people are so good at rally racing, but I think that's a topic for another day. Let's talk about saunas, because it's getting summertime here and it's getting like a sauna outside. Saunas in Finland, what's the deal with them here?
Yeah, so actually when I came here, of course first I was checking like where is all the saunas in apartments, because in Finland we have sauna in every single apartment, so it's so normal. And yeah, we have like a private saunas in our apartments, but then we have also the public sauna, so you can choose like which one is better for you. And like it's absolutely big thing, what we have in there. But of course, like here, you can find saunas everywhere, so it's not a problem to live in here when you are from Finland. So you can just like find your sauna and enjoy.
Of course, just open the door, the sauna's right there. It's a free sauna. It's a massive public sauna sometimes. But I think on dubizzle Property, we actually have an option to search via sauna room, at least for buildings. But there you go. That solves an age-old mystery. But for the King of Supercars, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for talking to us about export cars as well, because it is a big industry, and if you're looking to export cars out of the United Arab Emirates and you want to know the best place to find them, check out dubizzle Cars and use the export cars filter to export your dream car out of the country today.